Good afternoon. Welcome everyone. So the snow is gone, the frogs are croaking, the birds are chirping, and soon April flowers will bring May flowers. 2021 is certainly starting in a good way, and as most of you, we're hoping to see the beginning of the end of the coronavirus so that we can all get together more like this, spend special times with our families, our loved ones, and our friends to celebrate these times, these special events like this. First, I'd like to thank my wife and my parents, Mr. and Mrs. Dr. Chow Fang, for organizing this luncheon or this event. Without you guys, this wouldn't be possible. Also, thank you, Mom and Dad, for providing the roast pig. Certainly wouldn't be a celebration here today without that. Next, I'd like to thank my sister-in-laws and my brother-in-laws, Kengwa, Tunza, Elizabeth, Moog, Judy, and Ku, for preparing, cooking, and providing all the appetizers. They're delicious, so thank you very much. I'd like to thank Unison for hosting this event. Thank you very much for helping setting things up. I'd like to thank Dalo or Sifu Tsujong for being here today, for helping bless us this day. So thank you very much. Also, thank you to Tufong for being the MC. Appreciate it. You're always lively. Yeah. Also, thank you, Dalo Tsongho, for being here today. Also, for giving us a welcome speech. Appreciate that. Also, and I think Liang, thank you for being here. He still has to give, is going to give a speech, but I really appreciate it and thank you for him for being here as well. So why are we here today? We're here for a special occasion. We're here for Taylor, and as y'all maybe don't know yet, my daughter, our daughter. But we're here especially for two main reasons. Number one, hey, don't start crying. You're gonna make me cry, Taylor. Okay? I'm not gonna look that direction. I'm a big crybaby too, so I'm not gonna look that way. But we're here for two reasons. Number one is to show her how much we appreciate, or to show her we're here to let her know how proud we are of the accomplishments that of the things that she's accomplished up to today. And we're talking about this is spanning from the moment that she started kindergarten. She started a year early than most kids. So what that meant was that she had to really grow up sooner. She had to really dedicate and focus herself. And it also meant that she was always going to be the youngest and the smallest in all her classes. Is that for you? I hope that's for you, right? I might use all of it before you start, but yeah. So we started with that, and then also ending with her most recent accomplishments of getting her bachelor's from the University of Loyola, Chicago, in 3 years. And that in itself, is not any easy feat. So Taylor, we're very proud of you. God, I gotta stop with that. Okay? And then the second thing while we're here is to also show her the love and support that she has as she gets ready to embark on her next adventure. An adventure that has, up to date, and maybe her whole life, one of her biggest challenges of going to medical school. But even as big as a challenge it is, it's going to define her And not only her, but her siblings, her cousins, and her future generations to come. So Taylor, take a look in this room. We didn't invite a whole lot of people. We invited the ones that are very close to us, near and dear to us, okay? So feel that love, that support, and the pride. I know your other grandparents couldn't make it, your other aunts and uncles. They wanted to be here as well, but unfortunately they were far, they live far away, and because of coronavirus, they couldn't be here. But they are just as proud and excited, and they'll support you in your next adventure, okay? In conclusion, before I leave here, I just wanted to share with all of you, especially the young children, the little kids, the teenagers, and even some of the young adults that are still looking to better yourself. I wanted to share with you something that I always repeat to my kids, which is aim for the stars and you'll reach for the moon. Ask your parents what that means. And if they aren't sure about that, feel free to come to me and I'll explain that to you. So lastly, again, thank you everyone for being here today. It really means a whole lot to me and my family that you're here to help support and to love Taylor and our family. And so with that, I'd like to pass the mic over to my lovely wife, Kaabnpauj.
Thank you. Thank you for being here, all of you. I know with the pandemic going, you know, we're not seeing each other as often, but just know that, you know, we think of you and we wish you well. So thank you for coming out here to support our family and Taylor. I think she definitely feels the love. She is just a little bit about Taylor. She's a very shy person. She's very, she's a better listener than a speaker. She's a really good friend, and so if you just want to vent, she will listen and not say one word. So I think that's one of the qualities that's going to make her a really good doctor, because she's a good listener. So I know, you know, most of you don't know a lot about her because she's so quiet and she's very humble, and she's always been that way. So, you know, I know a lot of you don't know too much about her, but just know that she's a hard worker. She's quiet, but she's quiet in a way that she gets things done. She doesn't announce what she's doing. She didn't even want us to have this for her because she's just so, you know, she's very private. But we thought, well, let's throw her something small and wish her well. So here we are. But I appreciate everybody being here. I want to thank first and foremost my mom and dad, who obviously you all know is the inspiration for everything we do. And you know, they laid the foundation for us. To have a sturdy, stable house, you need a strong foundation, right? And we have that with mom and dad. And same with her other grandparents, Sunny's parents. Some of you know them, and they are, you know, just very good, kind people. So I just wanted to throw that out there. And then also I want to thank my sisters, who they basically raised Taylor. I didn't even do much. They raised her. So they know her better than anyone. And then my brother-in-laws too, for your moral support and always wishing her well. I know you guys love her so much. So thank you for all your support. I wish my brothers were here. I miss them, but they couldn't be here, but they're here in spirit. So we'll celebrate again in 4 years. But that was my first thing, was just to thank everybody. Thank you all for being here and your support. You know, when we think about the American dream, this is it. I don't know, what else you really envision. I mean, everybody has their own definition of success. So just because you don't go to college or you don't have a higher education doesn't mean you're not successful. Everybody has their own definition of what success is. So to me, when I think of the American dream, right, for what brought my parents and my grandparents here, I can only imagine this is what they were thinking. For us all to sit together and celebrate this kind of day. So it really warms my heart. I get a little emotional and choked up because I think of them. I wish they were here, my grandparents. But I know they are here with us in our hearts. And our uncles and aunties that are not here anymore. They're here with us in our heart. So we do this for them. This is why we do this. Bill Gates once said, people overestimate what they can do in 1 year, but they underestimate what they can do in 5 or 10 years. What does that mean? To me, that means giving up before you see the fruits of your labor, because it's too hard or it's too long. And medical school is going to be that type of journey. It's not going to be instant gratification overnight. It's going to be a long 4 years. But Taylor's only 22, so she's got her whole life ahead of her. It's, for those of us who have gone through the higher education, we know what it takes. Literally, blood, sweat, and tears. You ever see the picture of the iceberg in the middle of the ocean? You see the triangle, right? You see the top of the iceberg. You don't see what's underneath the water. What's underneath the water is the root. It's massive. Nobody sees that but you. Nobody understands but you. So, push forward, all right? And I'm not just talking to Taylor. I'm talking about all these kids that are following behind, right behind her. Because there's a lot of you, and I want to see this for every one of you, okay? Every child in this room, Taylor loves you, and I hope that she can set a really good example for you. Just like I hope we did, and I hope my parents did for her. So this is not just to celebrate Taylor, but this is to celebrate our family and our future generation, which is in this room. The kids that are going to be taking care of us. A famous author once said, the day you plant the seed is not the day you eat the fruit. What does that mean? If you go in the garden and you plant a seed, can you go out there the next day and eat your apple? Eat your watermelon? It takes time, right? You gotta baby it. You have to water it. It needs sunlight. That's what success is. Okay? It takes time. So, I want Taylor to have 3 takeaways from this today, okay? As she pursues her MD. And it's fairly easy. Just remember the 3 C's. Competency. Competency meaning get the training and education you need so you can be an educated doctor, medical doctor. You are saving lives. You are making a difference. This is not a game. Somebody's life depends on those decisions that you will make. Competency. The second one, confidence. You can have all the training in the world, but if you're not confident, I wouldn't want that doctor. I don't know about you. And you know what it takes to have confidence? Competency, right? If you have the training and the education you need to be a competent doctor, you're going to be confident. So confidence, be confident in yourself, in your abilities, what it took for you to get here. And the last one is compassion. More than anything, as a doctor, a medical doctor, you need to be a compassionate person. And I know you are. So I'm not worried about that one. But as a doctor, compassion is probably the most important one to me. The ability to connect with people and really understand their pain is priceless. All right? I'm not a doctor, but I'm just, these are just some of the things that I think would help you along your journey. So I hope you take these 3 C's with you. Me and Dad are always here to support you, of course. You know that. We don't always see eye to eye, but at the end of the day, just know that me and your dad and your aunties, because they're just like your mamas. We only want the best for you. And you're definitely a fighter, and you work really hard. And I think first and foremost, you really love being a good person to people. You're very kind. So I want to thank you for being a great daughter, for making it easy for us to be parents. Because you're a really good kid. So I just wanted to thank everybody again for coming here. And I don't want to take up too much time, but I just wanted to, let you guys all know how I feel today, and I appreciate your presence and your support. And let's look forward to 4 years, right? 4 years, let's come back. So congratulations, Taylor. Love you.
Just one other thing to add real quick. Lufong, your comment about 1990. As you probably already know, hey, go big or go home. If you want to get the prettiest and smartest girl in San Diego, that's what you gotta do. And I got that.
Yeah.
And all of you that took time out of your day to be here with us today, please come and see me so I can put your names down in 4 years. You need any type of drugs, not marijuana, not cocaine, anything else, come and see me. I think I can help you then, okay? So thank you. All right.
All right.